Welcome to another episode of the ManyThingsIT podcast. Silva is back on the bench today. We missed you on the first episode. What's up?
Thanks, Deepo. Life happened, so obviously I couldn't join you on the first episode, but I'm glad to be back.
January, we are But anyway, as we mentioned in our intro episode for 2024, we said we are going to have a lot of people that are doing exciting things to build our industry and economy on the tech side. We have the pleasure of being joined by a guest today. Silva is going to introduce our guest, and we're excited to have our guest here because I think he is doing things that will have a huge impact in our economy in the next 3 to 5 years.
Thanks, Deepo. So today's guest is Lwazi Dlamini. Welcome, Lwazi.
Welcome everyone. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
So Lwazi is an information technology entrepreneur, and he is also someone that is passionate about technology. He's focusing mainly in the fields of web development and training. He's the founder of COPRODE Studios and the Eswatini Coding Bootcamp.
And we're going to talk a lot about those. I think first and foremost, it will be to say, Lwazi, it's a pleasure to have you here. Personally, I first saw the word, Eswatini Coding Bootcamp. Was it called Bootcamp at the time? But I took contact. I-Purpose Yakhona we're still in conceptualization phase of this platform, and I-Purpose Yakhona we're going to reach out. If I'm not mistaken, I did reach out because late last year when we eventually formally reached out, I saw that I had your contact. Nendani was on the two. What's the difference? COPRODE Studios, Eswatini Coding Bootcamp.
Okay. Thank you so much for the intro. Eswatini Coding Bootcamp, it's basically it's an upskilling community.
Okay.
But in a bootcamp format, where we meet every week to learn and stuff like that. So we're basically doing a lot of web development and programming.
Okay.
We meet every Saturday, library. But during the week, we also have sessions. So just to answer your question, we're basically preaching the skills gap.
Okay.
Yeah, like gap, whereby out of 10 at least, out of 10 people at least, let's say they use 7 should be able to at least design a website for their business. It's not even like to get a job or just to have that skill. Okay. And if you build your portfolio enough, you start out as a freelancer, get better gigs, and you finally land a job, corporate job, hopefully. So we're basically bridging the gap. So we started, let's say 2 years ago.
2022.
We've trained like 97 so far.
Wow.
That's a huge number.
Yeah.
And where are these people now?
Some of them, a lot actually, my students. Limco Queen, Scott.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Then a lot right now, just that, but I've checked with some ManyThingsIT, he's building his platform, property listing and stuff like that. So
Okay.
he was our student.
Okay.
And a lot, yeah, they are now able to build websites and stuff like that. So yeah, they're probably still out there learning and trying. But we want to train more. We want to
Okay.
train more. So we're even planning on studying. In fact, we'll be visiting high schools.
Okay.
Yeah, be visiting high schools just to do a couple of interesting things. But we're still working on that. But it's something that should be done.
All
It
right.
should be done because we'll have how many Form 5s leaving? 200.
Yeah.
Let's say 50 via university scholarship and stuff like that. And
There are thousands. Yeah.
thousands,
Yeah.
not even 200.
Okay.
200 per school actually. So yeah, basically bridging the digital skills gap. And yeah,
In terms of your reach at the moment, which areas are you conducting your coding bootcamp from?
national libraries.
Mm-hmm.
Manzini is the national library. Babani is Stegi.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But we started Stegi like last week. We haven't been doing Stegi.
Were you not launching for 2024 last week or 2 weeks ago?
We're basically resuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had Stegi this time around.
Okay.
Yeah. Always had Manzini, but at some point we were not even able to host every weekend
Okay.
because it's a public venue.
So one of the difficulties in the bridging of a digital divide is usually the expense of the equipment. And by equipment here we count the hardware, which is a laptop or a desktop. We count as well the network, be it physical or wireless network. You would have to have that equipment and access points and whatever.
Yeah.
And then also, most importantly, you need to have access to the internet in that environment.
Yeah.
How are you able to facilitate for that? Looking at, of course, the library is a public space. I'm not sure if you already have computers set that you are leasing, or you come with your equipment. What is the arrangement?
So I'll start with the first question.
Sure.
So yeah, we do have infrastructure outside of the library.
Okay.
Yeah, like internet domains for everyone, our domain and stuff like that. So currently that's on me.
Okay.
That's on me. So for the libraries, for all the centers, we basically wrote a letter.
Yeah.
And we requested that we want to run such an initiative. And actually, they were very happy.
Okay.
They're very happy. But yeah, you have to do bookings and stuff like that. It's not like on at 10 a.m. every day. Yeah, but yeah, you're welcome. So, what was the second question?
Shout out to the library, to the National Library Services for being able to provide the environment.
That space. Yes.
So basically, I was just talking about the equipment and the services that are necessary, like your internet and the like. Is that all on your side?
Yeah, that's on my side. Because for me, it's not even, I didn't have to buy anything.
Okay.
Equipment. I always move with my equipment. Yeah. Basically, I've been having the equipment. Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, it's just time, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's just time for now. That's how I'm always up late. It's just time to create the courses, create the website, social media, the newsletters, the email campaigns, WhatsApp channels, whatever. Get instructors. Yeah, it's just time. But in terms of equipment, it would go a long way. it'll go a long way. Especially, I'm actually done building the learning management system because some of the students are very far.
Okay.
Like every day, I would 10 in a session for 3 people around speaking because we're calling figure. So at some point, I need a setup proper.
One that will allow accessibility for more people, even someone Logala Vumisa, for instance.
Yeah. Because besides just watching a video, so now interact with your instructor, stuff like that, follow up on your assignments, which really like, are you catching up, stuff like that. So, but the biggest challenge, to be honest with you, it's data.
What do you mean data?
Data.
Okay.
Data.
Internet access.
Yeah, internet access.
For your people or
for my people.
Okay.
For my people. Because there's actually quite a number of people, like even outside town, who have no access to the service. But yeah, they'll tell you, I can't stream or be online for 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's.
So your sessions normally go as long as 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours at most.
Okay.
Because it's Zoom, any desk, in case I need to do something.
To get into that person's environment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's for me, that's how I want to do it.
I think from our end, it's amazing how we have people that have taken the responsibility actually to do stuff like this.
Exactly.
And it's a shout out to these efforts. And one of the reasons that we are here for and about is it's to basically share what you are doing with the community that you're trying to build. I do believe that somehow someone may actually interact with this engagement and say, how can I lend a helping hand? Because if you look at a lot of corporate entities in Eswatini, one way or the other, they're talking about CSI, but how it is channeled and beyond giving an entity a computer, how then it is channeled to a skill, basically. It is amazing to see that happening.
Yeah.
We were asking ourselves earlier, how are you funding this thing? It's quite significant and huge.
Yeah, it is. And obviously, Tipu, we've just mentioned the CSI part. And for so many of these people, the students, the challenge is just having enough data to attend, whether it's a daily class or it's 1 3-hour class on a Saturday, but attend it remotely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in our environment, the cost of data itself is still quite high, and it's not accessible to a lot of people that need it.
Yeah, because actually we were planning at some point I'd buy data for the students, but you'd have to be fully registered because the joining fee, it's not even amount.
How much is that joining fee?
It was like 500. But a lot, it's too much for them. So I ended up like, okay.
Have you encountered from your learners that want to be part of the boot camps, but they just don't have even the basic equipment?
Yeah, a lot. Actually, I actually borrow some on my laptop during the session. I always bring 2 or 3 laptops with me. So yeah, that's actually most of the time. Out of 10, it's like 7. Because I do want to learn, but how am I going to build something?
Yes.
How am I going to do my assignments and stuff like that? So it is a real issue. It is a real issue. And you can't even blame them. a laptop is quite expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially right now. Yeah. So yeah, always try our best. If you have to rent or book computer lab, we'll do so.
Okay.
Okay.
Bringing it back, you mentioned one of people that have been part of your boot camps, and you say one of them has actually built their own website. They're running their own property
Property listing.
listing thing. Do you know lama details of that listing platform website?
So it's coursera.com by Minds Masego, former student, our former student.
Okay.
So let me say you're looking for a house in Manzini, wherever.
Yes.
Project was like 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah, you access the platform, you check the houses that are available. But I haven't checked in a long time. I don't know what he's busy with right now.
All right.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah. But make sure they have a lot of students about designing for like my websites for their businesses.
Okay.
Because some, in fact, a lot. I was actually happy because people have the skill because they have an idea
of
they
their
planning
own
to
business. Yeah.
Planning to raise capital, but if not save and would see a connected provider
with some of the
exactly, which I think that's good.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think that's good.
It also allows them to actively practice the skill that you've taught them.
It's not at the time where maybe you're done with your course. So like try to get a corporate job.
Yes. Okay.
It's like that, but it's not a reality for like everyone. So if you have a business just like Inuga with COPRODE, we're doing projects with Inuga.
Yeah.
Inuga was Eswatini. Actually, if you have idea, we're just selling.
So Inuga they sell perfumes, right?
Yeah, fragrance.
And Inuga is based in SA. The parent company.
Yeah. The parent company. I'd say Inuga Eswatini is more like a franchise thing.
Yes.
It's more like a franchise thing.
Okay.
Also, they also gave me a chance. We started building the website using CMS platform, but right now they're integrating Shopify, which is what Acast.
Okay.
Acast, because when I was in SA, I was basically doing that.
Okay.
In terms of e-commerce, shipping, stuff like that. So you want to bring it here also.
We are going to go a little bit back into your background and and Sylvia had a question with going forward.
No, I just wanted to ask. So most of the websites that you've done now haven't had that full e-commerce integration, but that's what you're working towards.
Yeah. Because the issue is in Swaziland, it's set like a payments gateway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It would be really hard to build a platform like, let's say, Checkers 360 or Uber Eats, and really check it out from your bank like that.
We actually use those that are available, but
PayPal.
They are out there. Yeah. Even
something like Paygate, where it's like locally integrated.
No, we
don't.
We don't.
Because there is another local business, for instance, I won't mention the name, that sells books. So you can go on their website and you do your selection and they generate you like an invoice number.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you have to go into your online banking and pay them and then use that invoice number as a reference. It's kind of the long way around.
Exactly.
Because we don't have.
There are though API-based payment gateways which utilize your debit and credit cards. I think one of the websites that is using that in Sutherland, I'm not sure if they still are. It's a long time. Yeah, 7 days. It was a mobile.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can purchase airtime. You could credit your email account, but they're using an international gateway.
Yeah.
But basically, it is. But as a country, we could benefit a lot by having a localized gateway, because
That's
what
true.
happens is that the transactional charges accrue outside of Swaziland than they do inside. But yeah.
So we need something like that. So right now we start doing Shopify around Akas. So by the time, I'm hoping maybe in the next 4 years, 5 years,
All right.
to have a platform and we should be ready.
All right. So on the one end, we've spoken about the coding bootcamp.
Yeah.
Then what is COPRODE Studios?
COPRODE Studios is basically it's a software development company.
Okay.
Registered in Swaziland. Yeah. Basically design websites.
Okay.
Mobile apps.
All right.
Yeah. Domains and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's our company also. It's based in Manzini. So we do have a couple of clients in Nuga. Bandiswa Vilani, the author.
Okay.
Yeah. Fresh Juice Cha, Sheaves. Yeah. So actually, yes, it's cool, because that's how we fund Eswatini Coding Bootcamp.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a software company.
You could be driving a Bentley. But now, because of what you're doing.
So once we're done with to answer your question, sorry to cut you off. Once we're done with the training, Eswatini Coding Bootcamp, we joined COPRODE, handle a couple of projects, like real projects, and yeah, it's merit.
Do you have that many projects in your portfolio that you could be able to share a piece of skill and experience with your trainees?
A lot, especially now. Enuga has like 300 products.
All right.
You have to arrange that on Excel, convert to CSV, then start importing to Shopify, and yeah, there's actually quite a number of projects, and there's still another client, the deadline tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
I still have to take care of my things also.
Okay. So there is enough.
There's enough
to go around.
There's enough.
Okay. Our wish is that you have even more than you can handle, so that clearly you can empower other people. Kocha kuthiwa ni purpose. Clearly your purpose is more to empower other people. But it becomes interesting. I become interested in understanding what is it that then you do for yourself. You are doing a lot for other people. What then do you do for yourself?
That's a very good question, actually.
I know.
What am I doing for myself?
Yeah. You are doing a lot for people, and I appreciate.
I think besides the gap and everything, it's been my passion for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah. Even since high school, I always knew I'd have to be in IT at some point. I even tried doing mechanical engineering, but yeah.
You then had to redirect.
Yeah, it was too hard also. It was too hard. So, to answer your question, what am I doing for myself? COPRODE. Yeah, that's actually my company. So I want to grow that like into a corporate business.
Okay.
Yeah. Software based though. I like Microsoft a lot. So at some point I do want to have something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Not even as big as Microsoft, but that's just like they're solving so many problems. Solving so many problems. So I want to be able to be in a space where I can create as many platforms as I can for the community,
Okay.
for our ecosystem,
Okay.
especially Eswatini. We still don't have delivery services and stuff like that. Transportation, like in terms of Uber, food delivery. I'm sure Pick and Pay is even ready to start delivering.
Have those not been tried though in our market? And where would you think the failure points have been?
That's
Similarly, the only successful delivery thing are those that are linked to specific businesses. Like
Debonairs.
I think Debonairs was the first one to do at-home delivery.
To answer your question, I think it's capital for most of these companies. It's quite expensive to run. I think it's quite expensive to run in that business or to start it. In terms of developing the technology, getting the motorbikes, and everything. So you probably need like 500,000 to do it proper. Let's say in Babane or Manzini. So
There's
I think
an app that popped up a few years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that one. I think it's
local app. The model is similar to your Uber Eats, where you are able to order from different businesses.
Yeah.
It's not maybe like dedicated to one service provider.
Yes.
But then also with them, the payment part was not integrated into the technology. The payment part was manual. Either cash or the delivery person brings a speed point with them.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's capital, to be honest with you. I think we have enough talent right now. Not even I think we do have enough talent, and the market, I think it's just capital. Stuff like that.
Do you think our market pays for convenience? Especially in as far as, for example, deliveries are concerned, as well as mobility is concerned. We have seen an app, an Uber-like app, like Leap, exist in Swaziland, but in terms of its utilization, I'm not sure. Over the last couple of days or few days, we've seen another one come through. Let's Ride.
Is it?
Yeah, but it is in its launching phases, and I think it is more catering for luxury type of vehicles.
Yeah.
But do you think we have enough numbers to actually ensure a sustainable business?
I think so. I think people are willing to pay for convenience.
Of course, considering because everyone in their pocket, they have a taxi number.
Yeah, not every day. Yeah. Not every day, but at some point, like especially with food. Yeah, you are gonna order at least twice a week. What extra fee? It's $10, 15. But
for delivery.
I think people are willing to pay for convenience.
But also because it rains so much. For instance, Nalina Nando's won't deliver because obviously the motorbike situation.
Is it?
Okay. You can call when it's raining and they say no delivery, you'll have to come and pick up.
But also, there was something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the market is also not there. Not possible. Because it would basically find a way through.
It's there, but
I think
not
it's
big enough
I think it's
to sustain.
there. It's not big enough. That's where the capital comes in. Okay, let us move away from that. Go back to Eswatini. We sort of used to have the traditional interstate type of
Transport.
buses and transport, and then came in Transmagnific. I think for 3-4 years, I don't think they were making
Profit.
Yeah.
Actually, the first 2 or so years, I don't think they were even breaking even.
But they kept at it.
Yes.
And in the past, let me just say 2 years, I haven't been on any of their shuttles and sibeng 4-5 passengers.
Yes.
So
At the initial stages, actually, they would have one booking less adjust, which meant the vehicle would have to leave here, go that side, pick a person, come back.
yes.
That ability to be able to stay that mile, probably it is what all of these services then would require, which then speaks also of the absence of what are they called? Angel investors.
Yeah, angel investors.
Yeah.
Where we
Because
need
you
to-
definitely need capital to sustain you through that period. You have overheads, you have other bills to pay
Yes.
until the company finally breaks even.
Exactly. But I also think one thing that FNAS maybe is trying to adapt, especially startups,
Yeah.
fundraising. It's fundraising. Because out of 10 that have failed, 9 is because they ran out of capital. So not to see the idea or market was not even there.
But is the fundraiser kuphi Dlamini side lama options? If, for example, it's big commercial banks, it's guided by a business goals,
They're in business.
whatever, and those things just fail even before they see light of day from an evaluation point of view. Where do we have these options to actually do those fundraisings? I think that's the one thing.
I think for me, because I want to do this and being so long in that research, like fundraising, there's crowd fundraising, seed capital, stuff like that. So, in as much as certain institutions like a lot, they will give you money like that, there is something you can do. For us, we can partner with youth-led. Hamba in every community, most communities in Swaziland, they have like 200 students around them.
Okay.
So we can collaborate, then see how we can possibly raise funds and take it even further. It's not even like we need 200,000 cash, like that amount of money, like you can raise it, because we never get it anyways. You can, but yeah.
But it will take time. It will take probably also you having some kind of access to angel investors outside of this economy.
Exactly. But still, you have to reach your MVP stage. You have to, at some point, you will be spending money. So before you even run out of money, it's important to start fundraising. So I think it's possible. Like if we start the spirit a collaborator, I think it's easy like that.
Yeah.
It's easy like that.
I would like for us to take it back now. Lwazi.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mina ngispecialize ngilaba good one.
Yeah.
Ngiyadlala. Uqhamukaphi Lwazi?
Like Talwa and everything.
Yeah.
So basically,
Okay.
but I was born in Baban, grew up here, studied primary, then my parents relocated 2 months in.
Okay.
Then also like Hlala Kamanzini for a very long time. But we have a kaya it's not a kaya. So Malins. That's where I'm from.
All right.
Okay.
That's where I'm from.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know if that's enough.
It's enough. The reason we then cycle back to where you come from, what we interact with is the today, and we then create a lot of assumptions about how much of a soft environment a person is, and then you start creating this. We start creating these notions that only a certain group of people can make it. And if you can look at people that we've been hosting, one thing that we are seeing as a trend is the fact that it is not about soft, it is about passion. Growing and making it in whether it's, and most of the people, all of the people that we've been hosting are more on the corporate space. You are in the entrepreneurship space, but you do come from corporate. To me, that speaks about a certain aspect of passion that has been there. Growing up, what had been your ambitions about a career?
I don't want to lie. At some point, I thought I was going to be a movie editor or music producer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I still want to do movies. Not even movies, like cinema too, like videography.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
What was inspiring that?
I think since high school I used to make beats.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to make beats. So, like from there, I've been using a laptop every day. So, for tech, it was like Naktala, social media.
Yes.
All these apps.
Yes.
I thought that was really, really nice. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a grew passion for technology, development. Cool. And right now, in as much as we don't have enough resources, personally, I think it's time for us to elevate a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of elevator, like you need knowledge first before you can execute anything. It's just not Silicon Valley because the name of the street is Silicon Valley. The people there pushing AI, pushing all these. So for us right now, in as much as Singabanayo, like a lot of hardware, stuff like that, we have to get people trained first.
Okay.
So yeah, that has always been my passion. And I was like, for my first internship, I was basically not even a teacher, I'd say an instructor. IT. But once high school, I was like, I don't want to talk. I'd never. But I realized we have like a lot of work to do. Like a lot of work to do.
And if you look at the work that you do through the coding bootcamp, you obviously have a passion for teaching and for uplifting others and sharing your knowledge.
Yeah.
It's not just about you sitting in your corner and accumulating knowledge, but not sharing it and helping the next person.
Then, you're not helping anyone. It's just for you. So nothing will change, nothing will improve. So if you can get 15 people under one room and you could say, okay, right now we're learning this for 3 months. After a year, I think you'll have a decent number. And Amazon is coming to South Africa. You might never know. If they decide to swap a warehouse in Swaziland, they will require skills, stuff like that.
True.
Yeah, they are. I think, when are they launching?
I know it's 2024, but I'm not sure of the month when they're going to launch.
Yeah.
But they're launching this year.
And I was doing my research. They had a problem, especially with hiring. they were not finding the right skills. Yeah, like senior developers and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because Amazon is huge.
And engineers and whatever. There's a couple of Swazis that I know that work for
Google.
For Amazon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's
There's
nice.
a couple of Swazis. There's a guy that was behind me in university who worked for EPTC, and then he went to Amazon. There's another one who I was say ERS is with Amazon. It's a couple of guys, but with the coming in of not Amazon the group, but with the coming in of the
e-commerce
retailer side
in South Africa.
of the group in South Africa. I saw late last year they were actually flying job postings in their hundreds.
I saw that.
And there are hundreds. But as you say, it is not about the jobs postings being filled. They are specific in terms of them being filled by the right type of people.
Exactly.
And ours and everyone else is to find themselves.
Position yourself.
How they equip themselves.
And acquire those skills that they want.
Sorry to cut you off. Because if, let's say, a benchmark, like a skill level, if it's like not even, let's say, average.
Yeah.
Some of these companies, I mean, there are like, there is markets, but it would be hard to
and they'll start importing people.
Yeah, it would be just hard
from the Europes and Asia, particularly from Asia.
Yeah,
to come and flood.
Yeah, but that's far. Markets. We have to start building our own
capacity locally. Yeah,
that's far. We have to build our own. I think, and a lot of people usually say, I don't know, I don't find it to be true.
Yeah.
Like there's no market for tech in Swaziland, or there's no room. Like normal platform, like people are not gonna use it. I don't think it's like that. I think if it's really, really useful,
there is. Yeah. Look at the amount of tech that you are using.
Exactly.
We're using a lot.
It may not be a Swaziland technology, but the amount of tech that you are using.
And that tells you that there's a huge market.
No, in terms of having our own ecosystem.
Yes.
We have transportation and stuff like that. A lot of people may be vanity, like it's not gonna be used that much.
It can be. My argument says it can be used. Of course, it requires a lot of partnerships.
Yeah.
Because the vehicles have to be available, but also there is a lot that needs to be, because this is an ecosystem. So in an ecosystem, suppliers, producers, and consumers, they should typically have some sense of community. There has to be enough production, which will also be balanced by enough
demand,
consumption. What is important for the platform builder, it is to mobilize on the producer side, but also to mobilize on the consumer side.
Yeah.
And the value has to be seen by both parties. So it is possible. Yeah. I think it is possible.
Just have to find out.
You look at things just lying on the thinning, and that are sitting right in front of us. At some point, someone would have said there is no business case for transport specific lelayisha abantwana besikolo from one place to another because economy public transport. But a pioneer somewhere just came in and said, I'm going to
do school transport.
To do school transport. And look at it now. It is because there is a need. So you look at the transport owners as being producers of the service, and then the parents being the consumers. It is there. Everyone is buying for convenience. You look at the same shuttle services, we are looking for convenience. So the mere fact that there are ecosystems that exist it actually means that there could be solutions that have technology in between.
Yeah.
Okay. I was also, I actually went back to your growing up and theming. And then you mentioned somewhere there were beats, which you're producing. And then for you to produce those beats, you had a laptop. Around what time of your growth is that?
I think it was 2015, 14. Nah, 2010. 2010.
Were you in high school then?
Primary.
Okay.
But I think it was like grade 7.
All right.
My brother, in fact, it was my brother, had his first computer.
All right.
So yeah, ngisheshe esikoleni.
Ujakelele.
It was still Windows Vista. Vista on 98.
Yeah.
So I've been watching the whole transition to Windows 11. But then, after high school, I actually asked my parents which one to get lunch money for like maybe 2 years. Bangithenga laptop and
Bangakuniki.
like I taught myself out.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like a pocket money,
Yes.
stuff like that. Obvious transport, they have to cater for that.
Okay.
But like extra, it was buy me a laptop. I think it for like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it came to
and
an agreement.
That deal did work out.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I think for me, like, cause making beats, it was like a hobby.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a hobby. It was like a hobby. So for me, like being exposed early, I would say, I really wanted a laptop. I don't want like a computer.
Yeah.
It didn't matter whether they were white.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
then I got So I grew up like that.
Okay.
I'm not into sports like that.
I'm curious about the beats. Were you making them for yourself?
Oh, for my friends.
Or
I think at some point you recorded a
were
mixtape.
any of your friends actually into music such that you used those beats to record a song? It might not have been a song that blew up or whatever, but yeah.
Definitely. I think we had because I think I did that for like 2 years, 3 years before I had to like pivot to something else. Yeah, I think we had like close to maybe 15 songs. They had 15 songs. I was just giving out the beats. But I had a close friend who was like rapping, singing, stuff like that.
In a proper setup, you should be getting royalties for that. But unfortunately,
and underline proper.
No. But I was still young.
Some of the biggest productions and innovations happen in your young years.
Yeah.
As you grow older, kuphela le creativity. It just gets stunted somewhere, somehow. Your life is about waking up, and then we in Zambia, But yeah. Okay. And how then do you get to? Are you formally trained in IT?
Yeah, formally trained.
Okay.
Formally trained in IT, and I'm still learning.
Okay.
I'm still learning. There's quite a lot to do actually.
Okay.
To learn.
Where did you attend your formal training?
I attended my formal training. Gonna Park TVET. I was doing IT.
Okay.
Yeah, did IT for like 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
the training center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But most of the things, like especially now, I won't even say self-taught.
Yeah.
In school, they can only give you so much.
Of course.
They won't teach you how to, like principles. Principles, like before you start working on a project, you have to plan it. This is how you plan. So for me, yeah, and that's very important. Then you just have to keep learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go on the web area of interest. How does that come about? Does it come about within your learning journey, or it's certain circumstances that push you towards web as an area of specialization in technology?
Like, why did I choose development?
Yes. How? Yes.
I really never liked networking like that. Yeah, I was into apps and stuff like that. I like the internet. Yeah, I was into internet stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember when Facebook started? Yeah, I was very, very fascinated by it. But yeah, that's why I chose development. Cause also, I think I've been not even creative like that, but I like creating stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Because with hardware, you can only like plug, then you're done. Stuff like that. I was looking like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, there's data security. You have to know and understand that one. That's basic. But my core, yeah, it was like, I just want to make websites and apps, stuff like that. Then, yeah, ended up teaching other people. In fact, we used to trade skills. My friend was good. He used to play piano, keyboard, stuff like that. So we used to trade skills. I'd show him how to do a website. It'd take 2 hours out. But for me, like, it never worked.
The music thing never worked.
It was too much for me.
Yeah, piano.
Yeah, but I tried. But yeah, it is like always been about passion for me.
Okay. How much of a creative do you need to be to develop apps and websites and everything?
Not even creative. First, you need the skill. You need the skill. You have to know what you have to do.
Okay, suppose you have the skill.
Yeah. In terms of creativity,
do you have to be a left-handed or a right-handed brain person?
Just be average.
Okay.
Average. Yeah, an average person can create an app.
Okay.
Yeah. Like out of 10, let's say the scale is 10. Let's say maybe like
6, 5,
6. Yeah. Then there's like time, discipline, and stuff like that. Because you need time. Like sometimes you don't even want to be up, stuff like that. So you need time. So let's say maybe like 6.5.
Okay, 7. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think it's that hard.
Okay.
You know, when you know something and you're really great at it, and that's also followed by you having passion, it comes naturally to you, which is why Lwazi is saying Aksimbo lel cool. But for the next person, maybe angakhanza kulkhuni at the beginning, but then eventually, if you're open to learn, then you make it work.
I think the most important thing being a skill is developable. It is not like talent. You can develop skill and you can actually be good having developed skill at what you do.
Yeah.
I follow you on social media, Facebook to be specific. Do you sleep?
I do sleep. Yeah. It depends.
Okay.
Depends.
Ulala nini Dlamini? Ngoba 3 a.m. sivuswa nguwe. Daka 12 emini futhi solo kunawo. Kwentekani Nkosi?
Uvuka late on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah. But during the week, Let's say maybe 2 a.m. Yeah.
You're up.
Maybe saying like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Yeah, maybe saying Yolanda.
Okay.
So you're Lala.
Yeah.
Okay.
At some point, my friend of 5, I was still up, but the next day I have to sleep. Then.
And you were up working.
Yeah. Like I think I was doing the newsletter, but
Okay.
my clients also, you might have to sort out something, emails, website, adding new products. So after that, I have to do my thing. And I have to do Eswatini Coding Bootcamp.
Okay.
So, but if there's nothing to do, I do like sleep.
You've mentioned the newsletter twice.
Yeah.
What's the newsletter about? If you could just share briefly.
So basically, spend my sessions every weekend. Online classes, the candidates are building, stuff like that. So we consolidate
Everything that's been happening.
Yeah, maybe like every month, then be like maybe 10, 12 pages for someone who's following Sabona, would say, okay, what are these guys doing? And also just to have presentations stored somewhere.
And where does it get published?
On our website, you
Online.
sign up for the newsletter, but we also share like PDFs, like different formats.
Okay.
IG, like banners and stuff like that. Yeah, I do send email campaigns a lot. I think 3 times a week.
What is the reaction of your audience, and who is the target audience for the newsletter? What is the reaction of your audience?
A lot actually. They're impressed. Not even impressed. Good see, like it looks clean. It's like we wish this would grow actually, because there's quite a number of things.
So they're impressed by the content.
Yeah, because we have a lot of beginners right now. So after 3 months, it would really be amazing to see those guys work on develop like website. So we have like 10 people out there connect develop website every after 3 months.
Okay.
7 years, that's a lot. So yeah, the newsletter is basically for that to say what are we doing and stuff like that. So a target market here is basically anyone who's with us, who's part of the community, care about our education system, want to see it grow, especially technology.
Okay.
Because sometimes things are changing. Either like you have to have a skill right now.
Okay.
You have to. So yeah.
I think towards the last from my end, the choice of centers. Manzini Mbabane, of course, I can understand Manzini Mbabane. It is where we are physically based. Stake. How did you come about settling in on the choice of centers? But also, I'm hearing there is a Pix.
Yeah, one-on-one sessions, remote. Yeah, so Stegi basically it's popular demand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of messages.
Okay.
We want to learn, but Manzini is too far for us. We don't have data. I don't have a laptop.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So I went to Stegi Library. Yeah. Had a discussion. So yeah. But at the same time, it's hard. It's hard because not being an instructor, you have to cater.
Yes.
All these things. And if someone of phones
and then also there is issues of quality controls, because the more you expand, the more you lose that element. How do you ensure that?
That's a good one actually. So with the boot camps, you just need like, for me, fine, there are other things going on, but you just need an instructor and a center.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So terms of quality, yes, you are right. You are right. That's why you have to build a team.
Mm.
You have to build a team. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to get to a certain level without the quality being compromised, stuff like that. So you just have to get a team, and English, like different aspects. So we're still working on that, but obviously we have to pay people and stuff like this. Like that. People won't just work for free.
Do you try at least to standardize the training content, the slides, as a way of trying to ensure quality of what is delivered in all the areas?
Consistency, yes, in terms of the
yes.
delivery.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Like, I'll make an example. Manzino Mbabane.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a project. When I spend my slides, instruct and stuff like that set. So as long as there's that, we could. So in terms of equality, I think you can even check our reviews. Yeah. I think in terms of quality, we are trying, but we have to be careful at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, we always try to, like, WhatsApp, we always there to support you. Like, assignment, whatever, you can call your instructor anytime. Yeah, share a lot of information, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, quality, it's like, it's not even like setup and everything, it's the education part.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Now I do to, these are attributes, as long as you understand that, then yeah.
All right. All right. I think from my end, there is a lot that I picked up in today's session, and I think most importantly, it is to say, and in line with our 2024. Okay, there's a question that is coming up from the bench. Do you want to shut it out or to phrase it, AK?
Yeah. I like questions. I like answering questions, actually.
Okay. So it is about, okay, so you mentioned something about you finding your path.
Yeah.
Somewhere, and in that you also mentioned you trying out mechanical engineering, but it was always going to fail. Your thoughts on our education system creating a clear path to technology studies, computer sciences type of learning?
To be honest with you, I think we're on the right path.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually like what Standard Bank and AWS did. We need things like that.
With the Ignite.
Yeah.
AWS Ignite. Okay.
I think we also have other programs with corporate companies, stuff like that, education based. So I think we're on the right path. But in terms of the entire education system, I mean, there's always room for improvement.
Okay.
Yeah. But in terms of,
with you in high school, did what you were learning in high school give you a base to actually land into where you are?
In high school?
Yeah.
Definitely. I used to, in fact, I did design and technology.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been like doing arts, stuff like that. Yeah, I did. In terms of just even understanding, we have problems, then you have to build solutions and stuff like that. And you have to follow certain stuff like that. I remember in Form 5, design and technology, my project. Yeah. Building a project like, let's say, we are designing a car or whatever, but to a certain material and stuff like that. for another class in 7 and there's enough equipment. That was fun. So I think, yeah, it made me happy actually.
Okay.
Made me happy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Kunembuto andisiwe lo muntu. I'll put you on the spot.
Is he going to ask the question?
He's refusing.
He's refusing.
Yeah.
Okay. Lwazi, you mentioned that the bootcamp is self-funded.
Mm.
So obviously there's no financial benefit in it for you.
Mm.
Why do you do it? And how long do you see yourself continuing to do the bootcamp?
To be honest with you, I don't want this to stop. Maybe let's say 5 to 10 years from now. Because in a year, it's under 36 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
36 or 52.
36 or 52.
Every other week, literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And there is time that is invested on imparting skill to people that would not necessarily be getting that opportunity.
Exactly. Because even outside of learning, you want to host like hackathons, codathons. So they're like different tech events, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I understand. So, and start building platforms maybe after 2 years.
Okay.
Platforms. I think we need them platforms like a lot. Start building those things. Contributing, stuff like that. Yeah. So we have to be here for a while. I don't know if I answered your question in terms of finance and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. No, in terms of why do you do it? There's obviously no money in it for you because you are using your own resources to fund the bootcamp. What's the reason behind it for you? Why are you so passionate about it?
To be honest with you, I know it might sound a bit cliche, but I really want to see Swaziland grow so bad. So I'm basically putting pieces together. Yeah. I mean, I won't even mention why not? It's 2024, like.
No, that's fine. I think from my side, I mean, sitting here, I am happy of the fact that our future is insured already. What do I mean by that? In a knowledge economy, the more we produce knowledge, the more we skill other people in knowing stuff and knowing things. You sort of say you have good chances of conversion of that knowledge into industries, and industries produce by production is consumed, and in the process of production there are other benefits that get created, like employment and that. And personally, I appreciate the fact that someone has taken and is taking that and putting it as a responsibility. Okay, because no one is going to build this nation and this country other than its citizens. And it starts with these citizens having a passion, having a purpose, and having a drive. On the more lighter side, probably and I've seen also on your social media space, I have seen you seem to have a very keen interest on the company Apple. What is it?
Company?
Apple.
I've been a Microsoft fan for a very long time, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah. But of late, in terms of like development and innovation,
Yeah.
hardware,
Yeah.
breaking ground,
Yes.
yeah, I'll give it to them. Give it to
Okay.
them. But at the same time, they're contributing a lot.
Okay.
Now we were like the video quality, the
Okay.
software engineering, SOS
So
emergency, stuff like that.
there's a popular trivia here that happens. For example, Apple or Android. It's popular.
For me,
Yeah, for you.
I just have both. I mean,
If you had to choose.
If you had to choose one.
definitely Apple.
Okay, why?
Definitely Apple. Durability, one.
I can talk about durability. Yeah, sure.
The technology, stuff like that. I'm also like a huge fan, like interface should be clean, user experience and stuff like that. I'd give it to Apple. But to be honest with you, the way Android started, yeah, I think I do respect Android to a certain extent. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right?
Right now, if you talk of one of the huge proponents and you say usage or builder of technology that uses Android, you're talking about Sony. One of the biggest, it's Sony.
Is it Sony? Sony or Samsung?
Oh, sorry, it's Samsung.
Yeah, should be Samsung.
Sorry, it's Samsung.
Yeah, Samsung.
If you look at the push in terms of units and in terms of volumes between the two, Apple and Samsung, they are neck and neck.
I think Apple is taking over.
Okay.
I think Apple is taking over.
If you consider, if the units are neck and neck though, and you're also looking at the price disparity, where on the Samsung side, there's a wider range that also caters for your different brackets of the budget.
Maybe, okay, I do follow a lot of tech influencers. Maybe I focus too much on little things like camera design. Looking at the latest products.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
Okay.
Huge one.
But it's actually not little things that you're mentioning you focus on, because that's what the end users are looking for. Like the customers, that's what they're looking at. So those are the important things.
I have a very close person who is looking to buy phone. And I can tell you for the last 2 weeks, I think the focus has really been on the cameras, the quality and stuff. And I'm like, okay. Anyway.
The camera, the size, and everything.
You mentioned at some point you were a beat maker. Hip hop or house?
Hip hop.
Why?
I don't listen to house.
Dude.
Actually, that response doesn't surprise me.
Why?
Jay, I think he's giving that vibe of a hip hop person, in my opinion.
But you don't say hip hop because I don't listen to house.
Not even. It's like I like
hip hop.
Yeah. It doesn't interest him enough. Good silent. Obviously. Considering
no,
there's still more about the Maskandi part. Wow.
But I do listen to like everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Amanye ama-genre ngeke ukhona noku-avoid.
Yeah.
True.
But like it was hip hop.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it was, I think also Kulula creates something that you listen to.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's like walking
Yeah.
the same
And
road
also
every
there is
day.
messaging.
Yeah.
Hip hop, I know little about it. Very little, actually. Nothing. But the little that I am aware of is that there is a lot of messaging in it.
That's
Kanzi
poetry.
Tinegalaga house, it's more around the feeling. How do you feel? How does it make you feel
But if it's a Friday night, you can
when you're down
the
the bottle
listen
of
to
water?
ours.
Yeah. Okay. Series or movies?
Documentary.
Okay.
But I'll say
What type of documentaries?
storm chasing,
Okay.
space, energy,
Oh, okay.
aircraft, car manufacture,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
It actually speaks of so basically you have generally been a person that is inquisitive around the things that happen, the abstract things that happen around you.
Yeah.
Okay.
To a point when there's a new building, like do a bit of research. How much was that?
Okay.
Who constructed that?
What's it documented as if it's born
But yeah.
Physical books, read books or audiobooks?
Physical.
Okay.
Physical. Actually, I bought 2 new books last week.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, sometimes you just want to get off the screen or anything like that.
Yeah.
Maybe for a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because next thing I'm listening to something, notification, stuff like that.
But generally, what do you read? What types of books?
Marketing. That's what I'm reading right now. I wouldn't even say marketing, but I haven't been reading for a while, actually. So I thought maybe let me try it out.
You're trying to get back into it.
Yeah. Because I think there are benefits to that. Just gotta keep learning. But yeah, it should be something. I don't know how to pick books, but I always try to balance. Like, it has to be something higher than myself. Than
do you read
anything
fiction?
general. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, read fiction a lot.
Okay. All right.
I read fiction a lot. So yeah, books.
So you've
books.
grown up in Babane and Manzini.
Yeah.
You have the best of two worlds.
Manzini, Babane, and Bombo.
If you had to choose one between Babane and Manzini, what would you choose and why?
I don't see the difference. To be honest with you, I don't see any difference. But
so let me tell you what Banbaga Manzini say about Banba Simbaban. They actually say there's no beach. They are about themselves and everything. Let me tell you what Banba Simbaban say about Banbaga Manzini. Barauti, baraf.
It's the same people. It's like 20 minutes away.
Exactly. It's the same people.
So like, come on.
At the time you grew in Babane, Beseka Lama was that sometimes would generate to be physical was between.
To be honest with you, I never paid attention much to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. For me, it's like, but I'm scared of fighting or seeing like, yeah. In fact, it's all low.
Bold.
No, when we have an argument, then it really like, yeah, I had to like leave.
Okay.
Yeah, not even like leave, but it's like, ish. Nah, it's real right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you play games?
I do actually.
And as a fan, a long-time fan of Microsoft, between PlayStation and Xbox,
PlayStation.
what's your poison?
PlayStation.
Okay.
That was a quick answer. He's sure.
But yeah, okay. All right. I would have expected an Xbox seeing of the development community.
I don't know. Maybe it's because my friend next PlayStation.
Okay.
So Xbox. But I also think the hardware is really nice.
The PlayStation.
Yeah.
The hardware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very aesthetic, stuff like that.
I think as well. It was promoted much better than Xbox.
Yeah. Plus Sony's.
I think so.
Yeah. I like Sony actually when it comes to gaming.
Yeah.
Microsoft, I'll give it the business side, the business tools, but in terms of gaming, I'll give it to Microsoft.
I think they were promoted much better. Sony was able to package it better, at least for this part of the world. There is so much Xbox that you've seen around. Most of even in terms of the hardware in where these things are sold, you're likely to see PlayStation than you are.
Yeah.
And the development of the gaming modules, you're seeing more and more of PlayStation type of games.
Actually, I have to start following the development side because what caught my attention, it was streaming. We have a lot of streamers these days, and and I only find out now that gaming is actually bigger than.
It is.
It's bigger than entertainment.
Yeah, in Swaziland it is. There is a lot of gamers.
No, like globally.
Yeah. Even globally. Even here in Swaziland, maybe not bigger than entertainment, but there is a lot of a gaming community.
Yeah.
And I some years back, I actually worked with a person who was a gamer, like literally a gamer, who would attend gaming events in SA, and you start now understanding the communities that are built, that are underground, and that, and then you look at that and you actually say, these people are playing these games online. If you look at the amount of bandwidth that they burn, it's quite a lot. It then actually tells you that we don't have a problem of availability of market for and consumption for internet. We have a problem of accessibility of these things. And if these things become accessible, there's so much that get to eat from the ecosystem.
Sorry to cut you off. It's like in the West, it's easy to get a Mac.
Yeah.
It's like easy.
Yeah.
For an average Swati, that's not the case.
No.
So you're right, it's accessibility. Because at some point, let's say you really, really want to go into mobile app development like that, you need serious hardware.
Yes.
Yeah. You need serious hardware.
Okay.
So it's accessibility. I'd agree with you.
Take us to the end, Mama.
I'd like to take you a bit off course. Completely random, basically. Take you off the technology conversation. Who's your celebrity crush?
Now, I mean, that's a good cover. Crush, yeah.
And I'm just thinking, Bonang. Say Bonang.
Okay.
Yeah. In the fantasy world, obviously.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
If you do have a reason, please share.
I think at some point she was affiliated with CLC, mobile apps, stuff like that. That's when I started following her. I realized she's a vibe. She's okay.
She's a good one to have as a celebrity crush.
Yeah.
There's a lot that you can learn and pick from her. Especially
business-wise.
Yeah, business-wise, hardworking, but also
tapping into new spaces.
Also, in as far as how she handles controversies. I mean, she just has a way of
Is
being
it?
able to glide thinning, not necessarily being brought down by a lot of negative news or negative
I didn't know that.
things that are being said
Yeah.
about her. But I mean, she has been able to maintain and
If you
live.
see her interactions or her engagements on Twitter, I
Yes.
definitely
Yes.
agree with
Yes.
what Deep was saying.
Yes, and then those that have worked with her, particularly from an hosting point of view, event hosting point of view, she demands a lot,
But she
you
gives a lot
You actually
as well.
Yes.
see it
Yes.
once it has been delivered that these are the outcomes of the demands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. And then one more question. What's your favorite programming language?
It really depends. I think it depends on what you're working
Mm-hmm.
on. Yeah. But I'd say, this JavaScript. Like I use JavaScript a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I use
Okay.
JavaScript a lot.
Okay.
Say JavaScript.
Okay.
Why?
One, fast. Two, you just have to code once, and then you can deploy for different platforms. Maybe it'll save your time. Because I'm more into development.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. But let's say it was like something different. Probably try Java, Python, stuff
Okay.
like that. But yeah, most of the time,
The existence of supporting libraries for the different languages that you use, does it matter? Does it count in terms of the choice of language that you're going to use?
definitely. Let's say you're working on a website.
Yeah.
For me, that's always the case. They first teach you in 3 weeks. Then you look at the requirements first, look at the time frame, then you decide what you're gonna use.
Right.
You might have to use components only. Sometimes you might have to just start coding from scratch, stuff like that. So get depend.
All right.
But I'm open to like anything.
Okay.
All right. How much of a trial and error do you do on a client project?
Trial and error how? Like in terms of deliver the project.
Like, let me try this.
While you're still building.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have enough time.
Okay.
If I have enough time. That's why I always build my own things.
Okay.
Go practice, just in case one day I have to do that.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If now there's a person that is watching in here and they believe that they have a need for your services, either on the bootcamp side or on the COPRODE side, for putting together of a web app and whatever, how do they get hold of you?
Should I share my number?
Whatever you're comfortable.
Do you have a business number? Maybe.
I do have a business number and a business address. The address is.
Are those available on your website?
Yeah.
So your main point of contact is your website.
Yeah, but obvious for most students they prefer calling.
Okay.
Or sending us an email or texting us.
Okay.
So.
Your social media handles?
Eswatini Coding Bootcamp, X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Then COPRODE. It's COPRODE. Actually, COPRODE is like, I had to make that name up. It's like coding, programming, and design.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So it would just be easy to get a domain,
Sure.
SEO, stuff like that. But it's at COPRODE Studios. Then our email at info@COPRODE
COPRODE Studios.
Studios.com. Then for Eswatini Coding Bootcamp, it's info@ecbc.tech. ECBC, Eswatini Coding Bootcamp.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Then, yeah, I think everything is there. WhatsApp. Should I share my number?
I don't know. It is up to you.
79. 134516. That's the business number.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 1 a.m. Did that. To answer all your questions.
I'm testimony to that. I throw in something very long and
So
they respond.
Yeah. For someone watching this, I think the most important thing right now,
we
just need more people to join.
Okay.
More people to join. I think that's how we're gonna go.
To join the industry. To join what?
The learning initiative. Eswatini Coding Bootcamp.
All right.
Yeah. That's why we'll be going to high schools shortly.
Okay.
Yeah, to start talking to the students, and I think it would be very interesting.
All right.
Yeah. I can imagine if I started creating websites like in 17, 16, probably be a millionaire right
by now. Yeah, true.
I think that's the goal, is how do we pay it forward, and you are very well ahead of that journey, and it is, from our side, it is appreciating the work that you're doing, and it aligns with what we're trying to do, to actually bring those things to light. People already know about you, but other people may not know about you. They'll be interacting with your story and what you are doing for the first time. And from where I'm sitting and from where I'm sitting, we believe that there is a lot that a person can contribute to make your life easier. You spoke about sometimes buying data for your people. I'm sure someone can actually provide that. Out there, we've spoken about people not having the equipment, laptops and everything. There is a lot that anyone that is listening and watching here can provide to that. And we do wish that your energy and your resources may not run out, so that you are able to actually continue to empower our young people, because with skill becomes something that is within you, and you're able to then convert it to value down the line.
Exactly.
I think that is for today. That is where we're going to put it. Something that we are going to we didn't mention, and we're going to ensure that it is mentioned. Today's episode is produced with the support also of another young entity, but there will be a specific promo that is going to be run that details that kind of support from a young entrepreneur that is in Eswatini. From our end and our side, thank you for taking a listen, and we do hope to see you again and again and again. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you,
like
Tipo.
2 questions.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on Eswatini Coding Bootcamp? Like in the next 10 years, maybe they should rather prefer seeing us doing.
It's not about preferring. I think you are tapping it where it has the most. We lack skill. We lack ability to do things. And one of the, if you go back to our episode 9, where we were actually running down our individual as well as the podcast plan for 2024, you would actually see one of the things that we're saying to a person that is listening. One of the things that we want and encourage people to do is to produce, learn something, a new skill, and certify if you have that opportunity. You are coming in and providing intervention where it is required. One of the things that you are training people on is Python. If you look at Python, there is a lot that is being done with Python. In some corporate entities in Eswatini, to actually create small pieces of code that automate mundane tasks, everyday tasks. And those people that you are imparting skills on can actually then go into actually looking at what is it that can be automated so that we remove a human layer of in things that are being done. For example, reminder emails
Yeah.
To pay if you're on a subscribed service and that kind of things. There's a lot that can be done with small pieces of code to automate so that you remove errors and whatever. So you are hitting it where it is required the most.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
just
that.
want to add, in responding to your question, Lwazi, honestly, I think the bootcamp as it is making a huge impact. And I guess what I would wish for the bootcamp going forward is growth and being able to leverage certain partnerships
Yes.
which will assist with funding or provision of equipment that you need so that you can reach even more people.
Yes.
Yeah, we are trying that out, especially in Manzini. Right now, we want to train, I won't say a lot of people, but we're trying to access different communities. Like Nasaka Manzini, partner with Manzini Startup Grind. She said if there's something going on, stuff like that. So we can at least, the target this year is at least to train like what? At least 500 people. At least.
My thinning would be don't be too hard on yourself if you don't reach that. If you do, it would have meant you had access to resources that allow you to do that. But with the numbers that you're doing, to me that's sizable. And yeah. But thank you very much. I think from our side, it is basically to actually say we appreciate what you're doing. And as best as possible, we are going to explore avenues and opportunities on how we can also mobilize support. One of which is ensuring that this podcast is published.
Yeah.
But any other, you will be part of our positive contributions and conversations that we have.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. And also thank you so much for having me. Actually, thanks for Funa like to be on a podcast at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's it. You do wanna let people know what you're doing, but
Yes.
it has to be like a proper stage.
Sure.
Yeah, where that's it. I can be myself and stuff like that. Not like a short article, like 10 lines, people would judge you off clips and stuff like that. So a podcast for me, it has always been something I find it very interesting. So thank you so much for having me.
We appreciate to be the platform to host you, at least at this point, and we do hope that there will be other platforms also that host you.
I hope so.
The space is open. There's a lot that you're giving in your story, and much appreciated. Thank you very much. To everyone that's watching here, please do ensure that you share and with your networks and ensure people participate, subscribe if you haven't, and also turn on the notifications so that you get notified of future episodes that we will deliver. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.